Welcome to your astrological natal chart transit forecast for the month of September. We're going to run this through the 9-month, which is going to see us through Virgo season into the beginning of Libra, which for you is as a Pisces rising coming out the 7th house and into the 8th, and as a Leo sun coming out the 2nd house and into the 3rd. Synthesizing both of these factors, we will see that you will be coming into an awareness of the integration of your value and self-esteem, forging on through to develop greater courage when dealing with others as you utilize the classic nature of your ideas and attitudes to deal with these other individuals. It's a fancy way of saying that you're going to be working with others to manifest even more money as you transform the nature of your attitude that involves you coming into greater trust with other people. This is also going to have you break through elements of irrational behavior that you trigger on other people because they're just not on your level. And I hope that sounds a bit arrogant and narcissistic, but it's the truth. People are not on your level and they have a problem. Like, it's automatically your fault that they need to level up. But this is definitely something that you're not really going to be tolerating. And this is a very huge theme now of, as a Leo, the self-esteem and courage that comes into taking back your power once we step into the 8th house. In Libra season, we know that during this transit, you're going to come into a Venus return. And we know that all this Capricorn energy is on your South Node right now. And so what's really impacting you is a deep clearing of the inhibitions of your own sincere actions that gets in the way of you doing what you want because of outdated traditional opinions and ideas from other people around you and where you subscribe to. It's actually awesome to see your born 2000 because you have this extra dimensional super energy. Like, that 19-degree 12th house Uranus in Aquarius is godly. Like, that's Lord 12. And Lord 1 for you is opposite your sun. Neptune in Aquarius opposite Sun in Leo is not only so rare and legendary, it's something that's going to be foreign to people born before the 2000s. And so you're opening the door in a new way to process knowledge that no one else could truly understand unless they were you. Hence why these mother effers need to level up and stop projecting on you that there's something wrong with you when it's really them that needs to, read a book or kind of open their minds, because you force people to open their minds to unconscious natures of how they process and discern knowledge, which now takes into account factors that they would never even think exists, like having paranormal abilities like you have to literally see into the hearts of others and intuitively discern knowledge without even having to know what you know, which is a classic trait of Pisces rising. You're going to now bring that through in Virgo season, which you do every year, into fleshing out the real potential of your partnerships with other people. And seeing that all this Capricorn energy is trining in the 11th, transiting to your natal in the 2nd, as a Pisces rising, this is allowing you to innovate the revolutionary quality of how you communicate with people with your body language. And 29 degrees Saturn Taurus is full-on mastery here. And so whereas Virgo season is pushing forward the practical means for people over the next 5 months to make things happen before they take action in Capricorn season, you're also going to be establishing considerable breakthrough here, especially since 2008, once Pluto went here. What this is going to prepare you for is the grand awakening cycle of the next decade through this Aquarius chapter. And mind you, Neptune is on your first house. So this is a transcendent evolution that's occurring right now, which is teaching you to release aspects of your ego to step into a more divine sense of your being. One that will require transformation as a Leo sun. We know that the North Node is on your moon, and the South Node will continue to unlock the potential of your career. The last time the South Node was in my 10th house, I was working with Astrolata, and she put me on her platform so that in that 10th house level, I was able to reach more people, which was super awesome and does wonders for your career in an effort to have you understand yourself. This is going to be more centralized because your enlightened soul is here. And this is what gives you ether gnosis, knowledge of spirit, or knowledge of ether, spirit. So this is even more important as a lot of the relevant factors in your chart are being activated. Being that you're born 2000 and you're stepping into your 20s, this is preparing you for a complex cycle of awakenings that we could actually see Virgo season is starting. So your timing to get this really just augments your genius. And let's really talk about that, because fourth house Gemini is the ability to understand the nature of people's thoughts without even having to have a conversation with them, which leads into what you're going to say, which makes them freaked out that you're saying things that they were thinking without them telling you. And that's just like your everyday life. Leo is the lead role. You're the diva. You're the queen. So you're still progressing through Leo, and you're at the mastery of this. Now that Mercury at the end of Virgo season is going to reach the end of Libra and enter Scorpio, the way you process this energy is going to have you lead forward into dealing with others, considering how you've integrated since March these newly faceted, awakened, parts of your being, which relative to this 11th house Capricorn struggle is weeding out your circle of friends and allowing you to gain from the benefits of your career by sorting through. And, if we put this in context, you're in the age where most people are finishing their college career, and this is what's going to allow you to direct your career. But more personally for you, really take the destiny path of the North Node in Cancer to really come into independence with resources of an incredible group and support community that is going to flesh out more the courage and confidence that goes into this by now directly confronting and addressing this opposition in groups of people. Why is this important? Libra season is going to be the hugest breakthrough of this as the rest of the planets go direct, and you'll now start to see in the way you deal with others, which completes this grand air trine and applies this genius you have, breakthroughs in moving social dynamics that take your power back, where up until this point you were inhibited by this same social structure. It's an illusion right now that is reinforcing this negativity with this just bravado, but you're going to unveil how that influence is the one that's hurting, and how, you've really just exposed their plans and intent. And this is going to really, moving forward, shift the narrative of you not only coming back into your power, but now releasing the stress that was projected literally from other people. This is just really awesome. And because this is pushing forward that narrative relative to this Capricorn energy, we want to see the trine at the end, middle of September, end of September, and then from Sun in Virgo to your Taurus energy and this Cap energy as now focusing completely and concretely on what you're ready to now express really towards others, because you're manifesting from March the identity of you so that you can express that towards other people. And once again, people have to level up because they're going to look at you like you're being weird, but you're speaking a language that's too advanced for them, and that's not your fault. If they can't level up, you don't have to slow down to them. Tell them to kiss the ring. period. And this is you pushing forward through that narrative, not letting that slow you down, and instead cracking the whip on the same people who tried to crack the whip on you. Ain't nobody cracking the whip on you. You queen. So I hope you enjoyed this report. This is basically what September is going to usher in the stage for. You want to spend this time integrating newly developed habits and practicing through your experience with others to put people in check who need to be put in check, because you're a whole gangster out here. And until next time, you stay blessed as always. Peace.